You might have just watched a different video tutorial on an introduction to Finder, but sometimes it's just easier to understand in a more practical application. So let's imagine I need to write a letter. I'm going to go to Applications. I'm going to scroll down and find Text Edit, which is just a simple application. And let's say I type a letter. Okay, now that I've typed this letter, let's say I want to save it. First, I'll make sure that this window that I want to save is actually the frontmost window. Then I'll go to File, Save, and this roll down window asks you a couple things. Number one is Save As. So what do you want to name this file? Let's just call it a letter. Don't worry about tags for now, but the other important thing to pay attention to is where you want to save the file. So if I click here, I got a little menu, and I could choose various areas now of my Mac, right? Probably doesn't make sense to save this document in Applications because that area is meant for Applications. I might want to put it on my desktop, but let's say I'm going to choose Documents. So I get that. And also, if the folder you're trying to save this file in is not accessible on this list, you can click on this little arrow, then it expands, and for example, I could put it inside this folder, which is inside Documents. So if I did that, this letter would be saved right here. So I'll go back to Documents and I'll go back to the simple view for now, and I'll click Save. Looks like I already have a letter there. So it's asking me if I want to replace it. I'll go ahead and say yes. So this is going to, overwrite the existing letter. I'll do that, and I'll click this red signal light to close the file. So now let's say I go home for the night, I come back. My first thought about opening that letter might be, where is the letter? So I should think about opening a Finder window, which I already have open here, going to Documents, and there's my letter. So if I double click it, it opens the document, also launches Text Edit simultaneously, and now I can keep typing. This is a pretty typical way that you might use Finder to interact with files or folders.